But first, I just want to show you this.
I've got Monopoly Gamer.
Let me try and open these up. Hold on, this is supposed to peel a certain way, I think. This week on the channel, we're not going to explore Hong Kong. We're going to have a look at Monopoly Gamer, and I've got to tell you that this is my favourite game ever. I'm speaking like a child, even though I'm actually closer to 40 years of age. Anyway, I've been driving my friends stupid because I've wanted to play this at every opportune moment I could get, because this version of the game is so much better over the regular version. And let me explain to you why.
That's why they jazzed it up. So they finally jazzed it up.
In this review, I'm going to explain what makes this version of Monopoly a much better game over the regular Monopoly. I'm going to explain the differences between the two editions of Mario Monopoly that currently exist. I'm going to explain the extra characters and what they can do outside the core set. And for those interested in the advanced rules, I'm going to show you how to modify the game rules to get more fun and life out of this game.
To start off with, I will cut the plastic sticky tape.
And this version of Monopoly is so much better because you know how a normal version of Monopoly will play out when you invite your friends and your family around.
Mom, he's cheating.
You watch me do
Mom,
it.
Mike's cheating. You put 2,000 in.
Mom, that's not how you pry them apart.
I've been prying them apart since before you were born.
You're gonna land on it like once or twice, and then you're gonna have to trade
but you can survive one hotel.
Rest.
You can't survive an entire hell.
That.
And then someone stuffs it into the cupboard for it to never be seen again.
Another case of Monopoly-related violence, Chief.
How do those Parker brothers sleep at night?
And the great thing about Mario Monopoly is that it takes about an hour to play, and nobody can be eliminated from the game. Everyone stays in until the end, and consequently, everybody stays involved. And it's also more fun because you're playing with Nintendo's most famous characters. The game has a more manageable time limit because of the introduction of boss cards, and there are no chance or community chess cards in this version. There are 8 bosses to fight, and they are activated every time each player makes it to go. If a player defeats the boss, they collect the points and get a reward. If there is another welcome side effect with this variation of the game, it's that the boss fights can change who owns certain properties. Just because you landed first on the most expensive property, for example, doesn't mean you'll actually keep it. Winning a boss fight allows you to force property trades and break the colour sets someone may own. This makes the game less rigid and much more dynamic.
I actually collect Monopoly boards, so...
There are currently 2 editions of the game. Standard Edition, which you can find in various toy stores with 4 characters, and then a Collector's Edition with 5 characters. The Collector's Edition can supposedly only be found in, say, GameStop in the USA, but I got my version from Amazon USA. Box design differs along with the look of the game board. Collector's Edition has placeholders for extra tokens you haven't bought yet, and everything is presented to a better finish. The manuals are also of a different quality. The one in the Collector's Edition is so much fancier and expensive feeling to use, and has a breakdown of all the characters and bosses in the game. It's just more fun to read on a casual basis. The Standard Edition's manual is just flimsy paper and only explains the rules. Coins are paper in the Standard Edition, while they are plastic in the Collector's. But I actually prefer the paper coins because of the black outlines. The plastic ones are a little bit more awkward as at a glance, you can't tell what you're picking up. Apart from the addition of Bowser, the character tokens are exactly the same. While the playing cards are pretty to look at, especially the character cards, the card quality is weak in both sets. The cards are almost paper thin with pointy corners, and it's a shame Hasbro didn't try as hard on the materials front for either set. I laminated mine so they could stay young forever, otherwise I can see the cards deteriorating fast. And finally, the Collector's Edition has the 5th character token, Bowser, and because Bowser is a playable token, the last and final boss card has been changed to Bowser Jr. It seems Nintendo though is okay with the implication of child abuse in the Collector's Edition because Bowser has to defeat Bowser Jr. in order to win the game. The regular set just has Bowser as the final boss card. But the final boss cards in each set are different gameplay wise as well. It isn't a straight swap.
You're wrong. Boom.
The next great addition to Mario Monopoly are the character tokens. The tokens, because this is Nintendo intellectual property we're talking about, are far more interesting than those in a normal version of the Monopoly board game. Typical Monopoly tokens just represent something from recent history, and then we get to fight over the aesthetic choice of each token. I always wanted the most manly of tokens, the battleship, though how many of you have gone vroom vroom with the car or barked because you got the dog? All the Mario Monopoly tokens are not just quality made, colourful looking figures, they also have unique character abilities that determine how the game is played. In the regular set you get 4 tokens, that's Mario, Princess Peach, Donkey Kong and Yoshi. But with Mario Monopoly, you can also buy more characters to make the game more challenging, for a total of 13 tokens. Now the extra characters come in booster packs. Each pack comes with a sticker and game card. The extra characters are Toad, Diddy Kong, Tanuki Mario, Rosalina, Fire Mario, Luigi, Boo, and Wario. You can buy the other character tokens and they can shake up how you normally play the game by using their abilities. Now one problem here is that this version of Monopoly is supposedly to be only a 2 to 4 player game, and we have 13 character tokens, really nice character tokens to play with in total. Listen Hasbro, if you think I'm only playing with a third of the characters at any one time, you can get I'm going to play with as many of these as I possibly can.
It's actually a squirt. So yeah.
Now let's take a look at the board game in more detail, as the board isn't just a redesign or a simple skin. The board spaces actually differ in function when the tokens land on them. Right away you can see there are fewer properties, there's only 2 of each. That makes the game to play much simpler. There are warp pipes which, if landed on, they are effectively the same as rolling an 8 if you had 2 dice. Thwomps are present instead of train stations. Landing on these means you'll drop 2 coins each time. The star square activates the character token ability. There are 4 warp pipe spaces, 2 question mark brick spaces, 2 thwomp spaces, and 4 character star ability spaces. There's only 1 movement dice in Monopoly Gamer, the other one is a power up ability die. The power up ability die grants your player extra abilities while playing the game. Different characters, however, have different power-up ability boosts. For example, Mario can collect 4 coins from the bank. Toad, if he rolls a POW, he gets to roll again. Donkey Kong's version of the POW forces all players to drop 2 coins where they stand on the board. And Bowser's ability for the bloop allows you to steal coins from all other players after you've stolen 2 coins from the 1 player you've originally targeted. Since the board is all set to go, why don't we show you what the game dynamics are going to be like if we play a couple of rounds. We're going to play with Mario, Toad, Donkey Kong, and Bowser. They all get 10 coins apiece. Let's try and roll some dice and see what happens. We're going to start with Mario, since he's the most famous character. He gets to go first. And he rolls a 4 and some coins.
Here we go!
And Mario landed on the question mark space. He gets an extra 2 coins. Toad is next. Toad will fire the green shell at Mario. And now Toad moves 4. Landing on this space allows him to collect the coins he forced Mario to drop, and he can roll the dice again to gain more coins. Bowser will also fire the green shell at Mario since he's gained the most coins so far, and will move 6. Bowser has landed on the star square, but his ability doesn't come into effect until we've actually completed a round. Otherwise, he would collect 5 coins from the bank for each boss he's defeated. DK rolls a 4 and a red shell, and he will also target Mario so that he loses 3 coins. Already we can see that Mario, while he started off strong, has lost so many coins. He is now down to 8 coins. Toad has 13 coins. Donkey Kong also has 13 coins, as does Bowser. Mario can move 2, but before he does, he will use the red shell to target Bowser. Bowser loses 3 coins and has to drop them. Mario can now move his 2 spaces and collect 3 coins from Bowser. You'll notice in this game, players are often dropping coins and collecting coins. Toad can pick up 3 coins from the bank. Toad can also move 5. Toad can buy sparkling waters for 2 coins. There are no hotels in Monopoly Gamer. Simply collect the number of coins based off the rent or the rent with the color set. Bowser rolls a 1 and a red shell. It's always best to target the player in front of you so that you can collect their coins on your turn. Bowser targets Toad for 3. Bowser also buys Stone Eye Zone. DK rolls a 5. He's going to attack Mario, forcing Mario to drop 3 more coins again and collect them in the process. He also collects Toad's 3 coins. In the second round, we can see that Mario is still on 8 coins and no properties. Toad has 13 coins still and has gained a property. DK has the most coins so far, with a grand total of 19, and Bowser has gained a property and lost 2 coins from the previous round. Mario has rolled a 4 and a red shell. Bowser loses 3 coins. Mario moves 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the warp pipe grants him an extra move all the way to the other side of the board. And in the process, takes Bowser's money. Toad rolls a 5 and a red shell. Toad takes Mario to the cleaners. Toad has landed on the superstar ability. He gets to collect 5 coins and roll the dice one more time. Toad rolls a 6. Collects Mario's 3 coins. Toad, the lucky bar steward, has actually rolled on a question mark space, so he gets to roll to get more coins. Bowser gets a 5 and a green shell. Bowser forces Donkey Kong to lose 3 coins and moves 5. Bowser has landed on a thwomp. That's bad luck. That means Bowser has to drop 2 coins. Donkey Kong rolls a 6 and 3 coins from the money die. DK wants to buy Cooligan Fields for 2 coins. After the 3rd round, Mario has no property and 11 coins. Toad has 20 coins and 1 property. DK finally has a property and 17 coins. And Bowser has 7 coins and still only 1 property. Going into the 4th round, it's Mario's turn again, and Mario gets a 2. And he gets a POW, so he forces Toad to drop 2 coins. Mario swipes them. Toad has green shell and the number 2. And then green shells Bowser, who is all the way at the back. So the green shell goes all the way around the board, back to Bowser. He drops 3 coins. Toad also landed on the superstar ability. That means he gets to collect 5 coins and roll the dice again. He gets to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see with Toad's ability, it enables him to get around the board so much faster than the other character tokens. With Toad landing on the warp pipe, he immediately sets off on the long journey past Go to the next warp pipe, activating the boss attack and getting 2 more coins in the process. With the boss card activated, let's see what he gets. Larry Cooper, he has to pay 1 and he has to roll a 3 or higher to win this card. Here's 1 to fight Larry Cooper. You take the movement dice and you roll. Toad did not succeed, but it does not end there. Donkey Kong is the player next to Toad in line and it's now his turn. He has to pay also 1. And now he gets to roll. DK rolls a 6. With that, he claims the points on the card and he gets to take the least expensive property on the board that is unowned. Yoshi's Hill is the next unowned least expensive property for an extra 30 points. Now the other character tokens don't need to have passed Go. Toad, being the first player past Go, has activated the boss fight. All other players are entitled to fight. They may pass or pay to fight. Well done, DK. This is essentially the game until all boss fights have been completed. I hope you sound a lot better now how the game mechanics play out on this type of Monopoly board game. Let's pretend in this ridiculously easy to explain example, DK defeats all the bosses, but Toad has the most points because he has the most coins and the most properties. The entire point of the game is to collect the most points, so Toad would be the winner. But the nice advantage with this game is the fact that there is a sense of completion if you're the person or if you're the player to have defeated the most bosses, because it was your hard work that allowed you to play and finish the game. So you could also say DK is the winner alongside Toad. That's what's nice about this game. There's not just a winner-take-all system like you have in normal Monopoly. This one allows you to have more than one winner if you so wish. So to summarize, Mario Monopoly Gamer is quicker to play. Nobody gets eliminated and therefore feeling left out. Character tokens are much more interesting, especially with their character abilities. You could have more than one winner. And Mario Monopoly Gamer is easier and more fun to play. Hey, we're coming to the end of the video, so that's Mario Monopoly explained basically. In part 2, I'm going to talk about how to modify and enhance the game to create some variety in the gameplay, create some new strategies, because everything still does depend on a dice roll, and some people I know want more than that, and we're also going to try and make the game a little bit longer. Yeah, I said longer, because some people like to play a longer game, and maybe this is so enjoyable they do want to play it for longer. You know, just like the British. They've got the 1-day test international matches for cricket, and then they've got 5-day test international matches for cricket. Monopoly Gamer isn't perfect by any means. As I said, it freshens up the entire Monopoly experience, and I'm never going to buy normal Monopoly ever again. It's going to be Mario Monopoly Gamer till I die. Some people have decided to take it even further, and so that's what we're going to look at in the next video. And we're going to see how other people around the internet have actually created brand new cards, new boss cards, new cards that try to emulate, say, the Mario Kart experience. And it kind of pushes the dice rolls to the side a little bit and tries to rebalance the game. There's all sorts you can do, so I hope you really look forward to watching that one. For now, if you see this game in your local toy shop, maybe you'll consider it, or maybe you already have seen it and you thought it was just a skin of a game and it wasn't going to add anything new. As you know now, there's so much more to it. So thank you for watching. Obviously, do everything that everyone else asks you to do. Subscribe, like, and then wait for part 2. You'll do that for me, right? Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Now, this is a board game, of course.